Hey guys, what's going on? So just want to highlight something and really put a lot of emphasis into when I talk about like motor control issues, instilling essentially more efficient patterns. This is a commonality across the board when we implement a drill or a certain setting that the athlete sees a lot of progress in, depending on what the deficiency is, and then 2 to 3 to 4 days of doing specific drill progressions that we've outlined for that athlete, he kind of just backs away from them and starts doing whatever. And it's really important to know motor controls are not developed overnight. They're not developed within a week. Usually we see about 3 weeks, 21 days to instill new motor control. And what I mean by motor control is literally motion memory, is like the way that your brain signals to your body, hey, this is how we do this movement, or this is how we move during this activity. So for example, when we throw a baseball, your brain inputs from past experience of how to move and how to throw, so then it signals to the body like, hey, this is what we know. And it's really tricky when we're trying to instill new motor control patterns, because the old motor control patterns have been being utilized by yourself for however many years. For me, a lot of the times when I look at my mechanical optimization periods, it's frustrating because you move a certain way and you want to move a different way, but your body's like, wait a second, we've been moving this way for 20 years. It's not just going to happen overnight. So I really wanted to put a lot of emphasis on the importance of sticking to specific drill progressions that are your sweet spot, that you've seen progress, that you've seen, do really good things to the way you move. And that's really important to instill those new motor control patterns. And it sucks because I think we do live in a time right now in the baseball development industry where kids are just playing so much. They're playing year round, and they don't have that period of time to sit back and go, okay, if I want to change the way that I move or change the way that I throw or whatever, you don't have that set period of, okay, you have 3 months here, now we can make our adjustments because we don't have to be on a mound and compete. Because a lot of the times that's the biggest enemy, is having to go out and compete and face guys and get outs. Because when we're doing specific things that are changing the way we move, that we've moved for X amount of years, it takes a lot of intentional time. It takes a ton of just drills at 10, 15, 20%, and that's not, you don't have the ability to do that when you're trying to go out and compete and get guys out. So I just wanted to highlight the importance of instilling new motor controls and really just what goes into that, so you guys can have an idea and be intentional and be mindful of how much time you need to set aside for maybe your mechanical adjustments that you're trying to make. And remember that it doesn't happen overnight. It's gotta be a process, and you gotta have a plan. You gotta stick to that plan, and then good things will happen. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you can take something from that. I know for me personally, I've learned the hard way multiple times in my career. So yeah, much love.